Hey guys, so what's up? How you all doing? So the Golden Globes 2024 happened a few days ago. I gotta tell you, I love the results, man. I mean, my two favorite shows, Bea and Succession, won so many awards. The Logan Roy actor and Shiv won awards for Best Supporting Actor and Actress, which was my favorite moment. Plus, Jeremy Allen White won the Best Actor for Bea, and that was cool as well. And I think the Supporting Actress also won an award. Cillian Murphy won for Oppenheimer, and yeah, blah blah blah. And I was really happy with it overall. And all the names I saw were the names of the film that people were talking about. But then a movie that no one mentioned to me, or I didn't even see in social media anything about it, was bagging some awards. Well, best foreign film and best screenplay, it winning foreign film is not that surprising, but winning best screenplay is sort of a big deal, especially competing with Oppenheimer, Killers of the Flower Moon, and etc. So I wanted to check this out. I have no idea why no one mentioned about this film to me before this. It's a very brilliant movie. I was surprised by how engaging it was because the movie is 2 hours 30 minutes long, and I genuinely thought I'll pause and take a break at least once, but man, I didn't really want to stop. Such an engaging thriller. Well, I'm not sure if it's a thriller, okay. If I have to categorize, like I say drama mystery, but for the most part of the film a court drama will be going on, so I have to include that too. Anyway, Anatomy of a Fall is originally a French film, but they do talk in English a lot, so I'm not sure if it's a French film. So this movie is about a family who lives in a very isolated area, and then the protagonist of the story is an author, and she is in the middle of an interview, and the husband plays a song very loudly and the interview gets interrupted. A few minutes later, the husband is lying dead at the front of the house, but the death looks a bit suspicious, meaning the investigators can't make sure if it's a suicide or was he pushed from the upstairs because of the lack of evidence. So a team of experts are getting involved to figure this out. So the protagonist hires a lawyer to defend herself, and in the process their problems get unraveled, and did she prove her innocence, and how she gets through this time is basically the idea of this film. That's not entirely true. That's just the top play of this film. The heart of the film is the child of the couple. The story happens around that child. It started as a crime thriller and a court drama, but during the film they established that the core of this film is the suffering of the protagonist and her child. Also how it takes a toll on their personal life and how it affects their relationship. Even at the very end of the film, they don't reveal how he dies because that's not the point of the film. It's rather about them accepting what happened, how they get out of it and protect each other. I mean, at the end, the child's testimony will be very supportive of the mother. It could be because he actually thought that must have happened, or he might have just said it to save his mother. Because the therapist in the film says that you have to make a choice to whom to trust. I mean, it's a therapist or someone the government sends to take care of the child emotionally. It felt like he made the choice just to save his mother, which I thought was very beautiful, and it was executed in a very subtle way. They don't really say it out loud, but you can figure it out like this could have been the case. The mother's aim is to protect her child from all the suffering the kid has to go through, but she is unable to do so because of the circumstances, and it was depicted very beautifully. By the way, I couldn't believe the torture that child had to go through in the court case, man. That was brutal as fuck. Throughout the film you can see how the child loses his innocence and he turns into an adult, basically, which is what his mom was so afraid of. She mentions, I just want you to be a child for some time, but at the very end you see that the child will be the one comforting the mother, and I thought that was beautiful. And even in the very last trial, he gives a very clear statement on what he thinks what happened with his father, and at the very beginning you can see him stuttering and messing up the details in the investigation. But towards the end, he was not that child anymore. He gave a very clear and a mature answer, which I thought was a very clever arc and a very good character arc. In fact, I mean, I was not expecting it to take that route at all. I was expecting it to be a mystery thriller, like on who killed the husband, and to be fair, they did a very good job at that too. I had doubts on everyone, man, including the child. Also, I thought the interesting things that unravels during the investigation was very good too, especially how the conflict is built upon the husband and wife was established so well, and the conflict unravels husband's character and the pain he was going through, which was done so brilliantly.
Tu peux pas me dire qui était le plus énervé des deux?
Non.
The biggest strength of the film that has to be mentioned is without a doubt the screenplay. It's a 2 hour 30 minutes film of people just talking, but you won't feel it at all. Every scene was established so well and was very engaging, especially the quarrel between the couple. Damn, the shit was intense and just great. And the second best strength is the actors. I think this is one of the movies where the side characters kept performing just as good as the main characters. Quite honestly, I was blown away on how well everyone performed, especially the opposing lawyer. That guy was a real dickhead who was just doing his job. I know, but good god man, he was annoying as fuck. And specifically have to mention the child actor, fucking brilliant. That he has to be recognized for his performance, man. I don't even know how they are able to get all this information and perform it so brilliantly. Especially there will be a one in the court scene and it will go on for a while and he was just killing it with his expression, man. Just brilliant. And then I really like the camera work here and there. That was good too. And about negatives, I don't think I had any problems with this film. Initially the runtime freaked me out, but it wasn't really a problem because they kept on giving new details and made it very engaging, so it was fine again, which proves the point that runtime is not an issue as long as it's engaging and you have interesting things to say. I don't know about you all, but I had a problem comprehending some information because of how fast they spoke French. Damn dude, French is not easy like to understand. They talk very quickly and I had a hard time reading the subs as well.
Tes parents, maman, t'es sorti de la maison, c'est ça?
En fait, j'entendais pas vraiment les mots, j'avais que des bouts de voix, mais ça faisait...
Oui, mais bon, si t'avais pas les mots, du coup, tu peux pas savoir si c'était une dispute ou pas.
Enfin, je sais ce...
Anyway, that's not the movie's problem, so I can't blame it on the film. So yeah, I don't have bad things to say about this film, and it was brilliant. You should definitely watch this, and if you are into dialogue-driven films or if you're into court dramas, this is a must-watch. So yeah, that's about it guys. See ya. Let me know what you think.